Hello, and thanks for watching Backroads Tourist. I'm Jeff. I've got a special episode of Backroads Tourist for you, and what makes this episode special? Well, about a year ago, I had this bright idea to do 4 kind of spooky videos for October leading up to Halloween. And at the time, a year ago, I had about 100 subscribers. Now I have 1,400 subscribers, so that means that about 1,300 of you have never seen these videos. So I don't want to deprive you. I want you to see these things. They're pretty good. They're kind of spooky, and they'll get you in the Halloween spirit. So the first one I'm going to be doing for you is, there's kind of a backstory to it. Back about a year ago, I heard about this cemetery down in Topeka, Kansas, where there's a statue of a little girl who died over 100 years ago. And for the last several decades, yes, decades, somebody has been sneaking into the cemetery at night and dressing this statue of the little girl. Kind of creepy, kind of sweet. I'll let you decide. So I went to Topeka and I found the cemetery. I found the statue. I found the monument. I also found that no one had dressed it. So that kind of killed that story. So I was frantically looking around for something else to do because I wanted to have 4 videos leading up to Halloween. So in desperation, I decided to do a video on Hummel Park, which is a park that's just north of Omaha. Actually, it might be in the Omaha city limits. I'm not exactly sure, but there are a lot of strange things that have happened in Hummel Park. And I'm sure a lot of urban legends, but some things that have legitimately happened in Hummel Park. So I did a video on that, and I liked it, and a lot of people who watched it seem to like it too. It has over 2,000 views as of right now, and hopefully after this, it'll get a few more. So, without any further ado, I give you a repeat performance of the horrors of Hummel Park. Enjoy. The Omaha Parks and Recreation Department would like you to forget about the legends, myths, and ghost stories associated with Hummel Park, but those stories refuse to die. Hummel Park is a beautiful wooded area located just north of the Omaha metro area. It offers a day camp, hiking trails, picnic areas, playgrounds, and much more. But when the sun goes down, things get creepier. And yes, tragic and morbid things have happened in this park. This park is just teeming with urban legends, and I'm going to tell you about some of those stories and then tell you about the real stories that make this beautiful park seem a little bit more sinister. Hi friends, and thank you for joining me today on Backroads Tourist. I'm Jeff. Many people have said that Hummel Park is Nebraska's most haunted location. People have reported seeing large, shadowy figures moving between the trees, ghostly apparitions, and hearing screams coming from deep in the park late at night. As you drive through the park, you'll notice that many trees lean over the road. Now, legend has it that in the early 1900s, there were several lynchings that took place at the park, and that either the weight of the bodies caused the trees to lean this way, or that the leaning is caused by the ghosts who are still hanging from those trees. Of course, there are no records of any lynchings here, but don't let the facts get in the way of a good spooky story. Speaking of spooky, for decades, there have been legends about albinos who live deep in the woods. Some say there's even an albino farm. And if they catch you in the woods after dark, there's a good chance that you could be their next meal. Maybe that's why these gates are automatically locked every night at 8 p.m. Not so much to keep you locked out, but to keep the albinos locked in. And if the albinos don't get you, the Satan worshipers will. The lodge in the park was once covered with graffiti, much of it satanic in nature. The pentagrams and curses have pretty much been removed, and 2 large fireplaces were walled up with bricks. But someone or something has broken down the brick walls. Are the fireplaces here being used for cooking s'mores or sacrificing burnt offerings to the evil one? Only the fireplaces know for sure. Something that I think few other people have really noticed, but when this was built, we have this floor right here, kind of a flat stone floor, but right here in the middle, take a look at this. That is definitely a star. That is no accident. And you may notice the ring that's kind of around the star. No doubt that's from countless people coming up here and trying to perform their own little makeshift satanic rituals. Just a few steps from the lodge are the steps, often called the stairway to hell or the morphing staircase. These steps have their own lore. It's said that if you count the number of steps going down and then count the number of steps coming back up, you'll always reach a different number. But it gets worse. If you do manage to get the same number, the devil appears and offers you one wish. There's a catch though. You have to trade your soul for the wish. Okay. We came up the staircase to hell. Pretty much kicked our butts. I'm here with my nephew. He doesn't want to appear on camera, some kind of a witness protection thing, I don't know. But counting the stairs coming up, I came up with 186 stairs, and you came up with?
185.
185. So there's a one stair discrepancy. We both climbed the stairs at about the same time, but to our credit, there are some steps in the staircase that are kind of wonky and broken, and you don't know if what you're stepping on is a half step or a full step, so we'll see what it's like going down once we catch our breaths. But I was 186, he was 185. We'll see what things are in a few minutes. Those stairs. If the albinos don't get you, the staircase will. Okay, we just made the trip coming down the stairway to hell, and I got 186. I think that was the same I had going up, right?
Yep.
So, where's the devil? I get a wish, don't I? Well, I think I pretty much disproven that. So I got the same number of steps going up as coming down, but you did not.
It was 185 to 189 the second.
You had 189, and going up you had 185.
Yeah.
Coming down you had 189.
Right.
Well, at least you get to keep your soul.
Oh,
yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. So those are some of the legends, the ghost stories, the things that go bump in the night. But there are some very real, tragic things that have happened right here in and around Hummel Park. But before I do that, I would like to make a plea to you to please click that like button on this video, and if you like what you see, consider subscribing to Backroads Tourist. During the month of October, I'm going to some strange, paranormal, spooky places, but the rest of the year, I just go to strange, fun, quirky places, and I want to take you with me. In 1936, workers found the remains of a soldier who had been buried on the land before it became a park. It's reported that the skull of a Native American was also found on this property. With 202 acres of land, it makes you wonder how many other unmarked graves are just waiting to be found. Hummel Park has also been the site of several suicides and fatal car accidents, including an accident in 1950 when a drunk driver crashed into a hayrack ride, killing one person. There have been numerous violent crimes in and around the park, including assaults and murders. In 1983, a group of prostitutes beat another prostitute to death and left the body just outside the park. In 1992, a 15-year-old boy was kidnapped and murdered execution style inside the park. In 2006, the body of a 12-year-old girl was found in a shallow grave inside this park. So whether it's cannibal albinos, shadowy ghosts, or human monsters, this park has seen its share of evil. And with names like the Devil's Den, the Devil's Slide, and the Stairway to Hell, it looks like the Omaha Parks and Recreation Department is going to have quite a tough sell if they want to clean up this park's spooky reputation. Well, the sun is starting to go down, and I don't want to be caught in this park after dark. You never know if there's a cannibal albino hiding behind that tree. Or that tree, or that tree. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Jeff, and I'll see you on the back roads. unless the cannibals get me.